Hey, hello leaders, and welcome back to another video version of Run to Your Leadership Challenges. I'm Paul Grau Jr., your host, and you're watching the video version or me recording the actual podcast. So the video version is a little bit longer because you will see me push the record button here in just a second or two, and I'll give you a little bit of extra value at the end. It's also longer because I don't edit these video versions. If I make a mistake, I'll just repeat it. So if you hear something twice or three times, just don't worry. That's just me making a mistake and adjusting as I go. So here we go. Today is episode number 365, and this is about leadership vision, but it's not your typical vision. So, or it's not your typical talk about vision. So stay tuned and please watch and comment at the end. Hit the subscribe button and comment, all right? Here we go. I'm going to hit record. You'll hear about 3 to 4 seconds of silence, and then I will begin. Hello, leaders, and welcome to Run to Your Leadership Challenges. So today, I want to talk about leadership vision, and this is going to be short and sweet. You know, I've heard numerous definitions and processes on vision over the years. And according to John Maxwell from his book, Developing the Leader Within You 2.0, John states that all leaders have one thing in common, and that is they see more and before others. Now, John is referring to how all leaders see the vision of where they are going, where the organization is going, before others do. You know, several years ago, I had the privilege of having a great mentor who is still mentoring young Air Force officer candidates, and his name is Chief Master Sergeant Retired Bob Vasquez. Now, the Chief taught me many things over the years, and he still actually does teach me through his online posts. But one thing that stood out to me more than anything else was how he would always tell young leaders, if you can see it, you can be it. You see, you don't have to get all fancy and complicated with your personal vision or your organization's vision. You just need to be able to see it. That's it. Because if, like Chief Vasquez said, if you can see it, you can be it. Once you see it, you can start filling in the details, but your vision must come from within you. You need to feel it. It needs to light that fire within you. It needs to bring out your passion. It needs to get you out of bed in the morning, even when you're dog tired and didn't even sleep hardly at all. That's what real vision does. It motivates you to be your absolute best. Once you can see your vision that clearly, you can begin telling your people about it and how you will get there. That's where the strategy comes in, the path on how to get to your vision. Now that's a vision that your people will get fired up about as well. They'll believe in the vision if they believe in you, because you are their leader. And if they believe in you, they're going to believe in your vision. And once they believe in it, they'll be able to see your vision. And if they can see your vision, they can be your vision. So today, I challenge you to go out there and dream big. Dig deep inside yourself and pull out what your big dreams are and start writing it down. Take your organization to a whole new level and make it clear enough so that you can see it clearly and so that your people can too. Hey, that's it for today. As always, thank you for listening. I greatly appreciate you all. Have a great rest of your day, and until tomorrow, run to your challenges. All right, so that's the podcast. I'll edit that down a little bit because I did screw up a couple times. But, you know, Chief Vasquez was one of the greatest mentors I had, and the cool thing about the Chief is he was so down to earth. He could laugh at himself just as easy as he could laugh at anybody else, but he hardly ever did laugh at anybody else because he was always cutting up, he was always laughing at himself, but everything was a leadership lesson to him. And his talk about or his quote about if you can see it, you can be it. That was so powerful. And he would remind everybody, he's like, hey, dig deep down into your side to pull out your personal vision. You know, because, and he would ask some of these people, what do you aspire? What greatest rank did you think you're going to be before you get out of the Air Force? And somebody might say a chief master sergeant, and somebody might say a colonel, somebody might say a general. And whoever said like the higher ranks, he would look at them and say, hey, look at your neighbor. And he's like, all right, can you see this person being a general? And the guy or the girl sitting next to that person that can see themselves being a general or a colonel or a chief, the guy sitting next to him or a girl might say, no, I don't really see them. And the chief would say, well, it doesn't matter, because as long as that individual can see it, they can be it. And that is the power of vision. You don't need other people telling you that you can be something. It needs to come from within you. And if it's coming from within you, you can be it. If you can clearly see it, you can start charting out that path and you could be it. The best way to chart out a path to your long-term goals is to think small. What can you do in the next 12 weeks to keep you on that path towards your goal? What steps do you need to take? You're not going to reach 5-year goals in a week, but you know what? You can move that needle in 12 weeks, and then another 12 weeks, and then another 12 weeks. So set 3-month goals, set 12-week goals. If you want more information on that, just drop me an email, because man, The 12-Week Year by Brian Moran is an outstanding book. It has changed my life, and I would highly recommend you go out and buy that and start living out 12-week years. Hey, that's it for today. And remember, as far as visions go, you don't have to get all fancy and complicated. Don't overcomplicate your vision. It comes from within. It's that fire burning within inside you. And if you can see it, you can be it. That's it. You don't need approval from somebody else. Go after your vision, because that's what you're created to do. If God put that passion and desire within you, don't let anybody tell you that you can't be something. You can be whatever you want to be. So go get it. Hey, that's it for today. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And until tomorrow, run to your challenges. We'll see you later.